Hey family, it's your girl Ms. Mofilla, and you already know we are back inside the maze with a very special dose of the critical breakdown. This dose, I swear I say long overdue a lot, like I do, but like, cake, it's beyond that. Like I've been trying to talk to this woman forever, okay? And then schedules, it's not just her, it's been both of us, honey.
Right.
Schedules have been scheduling, things have been thinging, okay? But you are here. And
yes.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
And I'm excited to talk about your latest single. When I first heard it, I was like, oh my God, Cake is in her bag, you understand me? And it's the one and only Shots Fired, man. It's the critical breakdown. We gonna get straight to it.
Shots fired, why they looking at me? I should do the right thing, I mean pull a Spike Lee. Got it on me, I mean more than likely.
Now listen, Cake, I told you this the first time I heard it, but I'm gonna say it again on camera, okay? We've always known Cake for like giving us that pop hip hop, you know what I'm saying, where it's kind of like fun. I'm gonna talk my little shit, but it's light and fluffy. But I feel like with this one, Cake got her bag. You understand me? Like that real thugged out, like don't fuck with me type energy. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if y'all don't know Cake, don't let the jewels and the cuteness fool you. She's not somebody you want to play with. I'm trying to tell you, okay? Now we gonna talk about it. Like she goes straight into these bars, and I have to give you the disclaimer, Cake. I am gonna quote your lyrics like an entire asshole, okay?
Do it.
You might not even recognize your song by the time I'm done with it, okay?
Do it.
All right.
I love this.
Do you love this? Let's
Yes.
get it. Poetry moment, let's go. She says, if I win another year, that'll be a triple. Talk your shit, Cake, okay? Triple, all right? He tried to make it complicated, told him, keep it simple. Yeah. Even when I move on impulse, I keep it, whoa, well, hold on, let me make sure I get that right. She said, even when I move on impulse, I keep it 10 toes, because a lot of people don't know how to do that, right? Do, go to Ripple, it matched the tempo. Now look, let's go over that first bar, because I feel like you set the tone and you started talking your shit immediately, right? So tell them I know what it means when you say, if I win another year, it's gonna be a triple, but let the people know what you meant by that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's been, for me, it's been nonstop Cake season,
Period.
right? And I feel like I define what success looks like for me. And in this song, I was saying, like, I just feel like I've been winning. And if I win another year, I literally meant what I said. That'll be a triple.
Listen, and I'm here to attest and second that you have been winning. It's been Cake season from goddamn Rolling Loud. You've been busy, ma'am.
Oh my God, you're so
Not
right.
Rolling Loud, Boston Calling. Lord Jesus,
I know what
Boston
you
Calling.
meant.
Thank you. From Boston Calling to the shows you just recently did, the Pride Festival. Like, you've been busy, ma'am. And it's all like I see the progression. Like I remember seeing Cake. You know when it was "Thank you, Black girl." You know all that. not to take away from that.
Yeah.
But then to see the progression of the stage performance, the aggressiveness in the lyrics, just Cake fully come into all that you are. Oh, it's winning season. It's definitely winning season. But then let's go to that next line though, because you said he tried to make it complicated. I told him keep it simple. Who's he?
I feel like, so he, when I say he, I'm talking about in general.
Okay.
Like I feel like everything about the arts, especially in Boston, is super male dominated.
Okay.
And I feel like they do a lot of mansplaining, a lot of trying to tell women
how to be women,
how to be better artists, how to be better hosts. What you need to be doing is, you know what you could do. It's like, skirt.
I didn't ask. I don't recall asking.
Like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We got this.
Okay. So I like how you said that. It was like, I'm gonna speak to all the he's because we are in a male dominant situation, and there's nothing worse than that unsolicited advice, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody asked you.
Like,
nobody asked you.
We got this.
And just because you happen to have a penis in between your legs does not mean that you know better than we do.
Right.
Oh my God. All right. So that's the he. I won't get into her business. I'm gonna keep it cute. I'm gonna keep it cute. She said, then, even when I move on impulse, I keep it 10 toes. I know exactly what that means as somebody real recognizes real, right? But talk about that, what that life is like when you know how to move and stand on business no matter which direction you're going.
Right. I feel like sometimes people do things impulsively. Like I would say I'm one of those people, I do react based off of how I feel a lot.
Okay.
But I also stand on it. So if like, listen, if I hurt your feelings, it's my fault, but this is where I was coming from. You know what I mean? But
Is
like,
it my fault though? Like the way I just don't be sorry about it. Like,
yeah,
I'm
I guess it's not always my fault, but I do feel like sometimes people like to kind of, if you want to keep the peace, if you want to have a peaceful situation,
True.
you'll backpedal on what you did. And I'm very much like, no, this is what I did and this is what I meant by it. So
That's
even
real.
when I move on in post, I keep it 10 toes. Like, it doesn't matter the situation. Like, how I feel is what it is.
And I appreciate that about you. I think I've gotten to know that throughout the years of watching you move. There's so much authenticity that comes in standing on who you are, good, bad, or indifferent. Like, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. How it affects you, we'll deal with that later on. But I'm still standing on how I feel and how I meant, or what I meant. I love that about you, Cake. Real recognizes real thing.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
Then she went real gangster and said, do. Okay, go to Ripple. It matched the tempo. I see what you did. You played on words. You played on the tempo there. Was there any other meaning behind that? Because you know I gotta ask. You know the artist always got something else going on.
Yeah, because saying even when I move on in post, I keep it 10 toes is a shot.
Ooh, do. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've seen those moments where she stayed on 10 toes, and I absolutely lived for it. Now going into the hook. Now this is when she goes full on rocker mode, and I like when I'm in my room listening to it, I go off too, because I have that exclusive. I got it before y'all. Anyway, she said, shots fired. Why they looking at me? I should do the right thing. I mean, pull a Spike Lee. So nice. That's so nice. Okay. Got it on me. I mean, more than likely that she went real gangster again. Keep a bulletproof vest under the baggy white tee. So here's my question. When you said you should do the right thing, like Spike Lee, was that to go to get the bulletproof and under the white tee? That's the right thing to do?
So I meant like a play off of Spike Lee, the shooter, because Spike Lee's a cinematographer. So it was a double entendre on the word, but also meaning that like, I'm very aware of every angle. I'm very aware of everything that's going on. If I wanted to, I could. You know what I mean? Like, I should do the right thing. Like, yeah, I can at any moment if I decide to. If I decide to clap back, I can.
I can.
You know, and I think that like a lot of the time, a lot of the time is crazy. A good bulk of the time, I do take the high road, but as I'm stepping into like this next chapter of my life, it's very much like, no, I'm coming for everything that belongs to me. And yeah, I feel like I've given a lot.
Speak on that, Cake.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as givers, you don't feel, number one, appreciated. Does that sound about right? You don't feel like you get the recognition that you deserve. Yeah. Right? And do you also feel taken advantage of?
Yeah.
Okay. And that'll make somebody turn into a shots fired type of energy, right?
Yeah, like I feel like I've, because I've just been involved in the performing arts my entire life, there is a certain attitude we have in the performing arts of giving, right? And I feel like when I stepped into the Boston music culture, I carried it how I carry the arts in general. But it was just a different ball game here.
Very different.
And sometimes, not always, you know, I've played politics a little bit, but then there's just those moments where I'm like, nah.
You gotta stay real to who you are regardless,
yeah, I have to
right?
stay real to who I am, and if you play with me, you gonna fuck around and find out.
Woo! Baby, you don't wanna fuck around and find out. You don't wanna do it. But I just love the play on, see, this is the point of the critical breakdown. The way I read that whole do the right thing, Spike Lee, I read it so literal. Like, hey, I'm being tested, but I'm gonna take the high road. But it's like, nah, I'm gonna become the best shooter. And I'm actually go completely left. I love that, absolutely.
And then also like, even with shots fired, while they looking at me, it's like, people are always so surprised when you decide to, you know, to advocate for yourself, stand up for yourself, match energy, whatever the case may be. People are always so taken aback because we live in a world where people will dish things out and they don't expect any repercussions for it. But with shots fired, it's like, no. Any shot I'm sending now, it's already validated. It's already warranted.
Period.
So don't be surprised.
And I feel like that is a huge thing because you are the giver, because you've been the person that takes the high road when it's like, nah, I'm tired of taking the high road. Now people start to villainize you. Like, oh, Cake is acting up, or Cake is this, Cake is that. And it's like, nah, I've been quiet for this long.
Exactly.
And now I'm tired of being quiet.
Right.
Stop bullying us, dog. Anyway, I hate that word bully because it's really some sucker shit. Now I'm just gonna scroll down a little bit. Hold on, because we could go back into the chorus, but we broke that down enough, right? So I'm gonna go down a little bit in the middle of the second verse because there's a specific section I want to talk about, and I think you know where I'm going. You said, killing all the comp till I'm sorry, let me get that right. She said, killing all the comp till we the only niggas popping. I can't speak anymore. Let's try that for a third time. She said, killing all the comp till we the only niggas popping. Say you happy for me. Why the fuck it look like envy? Jonesing for the action. Tell them niggas I got plenty. Breaking all the rules. I really got them in a tizzy. And then it's your premonition vignette from word to Missy. I still, the way she spelled it out, I wish I could show y'all my screen. But y'all know that song, If It's Worth It, Let Me Work It. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your premonition vignette. Yeah, that's what she wrote down. It's your premonition vignette. I just said it, I think I said it. But shout out, first of all, let me go there and say, I'm sure that was an ode to Missy, of course, right? Has Missy been a huge influence on your life?
Huge.
Yeah.
I feel like if you all know me, you probably see it, whether it's in like some of my visuals or some of like some of the way I'll structure some of my bars and music. Huge influence.
She's the blueprint in general. Let's just be real. And I do see it in your imagery, also in your videos. So creative. You understand me? And I feel like you came from that school of like the Busta Rhymes, the Missy Elliott's, and you're in that same path.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Thank you.
Now I want to take it back up a couple bars because you know I like talking my shit with Cake. It's my favorite thing to do. All right. She said, killing all comp till we the only niggas popping. Say you happy for me. Why the fuck it look like envy? Now listen, I've watched your journey. I feel like I've had a back row seat to what you've had to deal with on the politics side, all of the above, right? I can stand strong in saying you're one of the hardest working artists in this city. Do I feel like you get the recognition that you deserve? Absolutely not. Does that kind of like where these bars are coming from?
When I said, cause killing all the comp till we the only niggas popping, like my whole team, we've always gotten it out the mud. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there's never been any like favors or whatever. Like my core team since the very beginning, we've gotten it out the mud.
Yeah, okay. So then you go down to this line and you say you happy for me. Why the fuck it look like envy? I feel like being in the city and creative industry, not just music, just on the creative scene, we see that happen a lot, right?
A lot.
Where people run into you, they're like, oh, I see what you're doing, it's lit, I'm rooting for you, but the actions don't necessarily match the words, right? Yeah. Tell me about your experience personally as Cake.
I feel like, I think sometimes people forget, like, we know you. We know what time it is. And also, real recognize real, and real definitely recognize fake. Absolutely. So it's like when people are showing you fake love, you can tell. It's like, yeah, you're not really rocking with what I'm doing. Like, is that really how you feel? I don't think so. Like, I don't see you support. I don't see you show love. Yeah. I don't see you show up. You know what I mean? So it's just like people will say certain things, but sometimes I think that a lot of stuff that's mapped out, there's a lot of politics involved in so many things. Yeah. But when you are persevering anyway, it's like one of those things like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be happy for you. So I'm gonna make sure you think I'm happy for you, even if that's not how you really feel. And I think that just in music and life in general, we can tell. Yeah. People can tell.
Absolutely. I've had conversations with my own family members, blood family, where it's kind of like that. It's like, you tell me you're supportive, but your actions don't necessarily show it. So what is it really? Yeah. Is it envy? What is it?
Like, there's people who will be like, oh, your little hobby.
Ooh, don't throw little in front of nothing.
Oh, the hobby, this, that, and the third. And it's like, you know, by the grace of God, I've actually, despite so many other things, I've been able to make a career.
Absolutely.
Out of where I'm at in the performing arts. So.
And clearly doing a good enough job because you're watching and paying attention. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, I could stay there for a long time, but I'm gonna come up out of it and keep going to these next lyrics, right? She said, "Cause I can't do it lawfully if we talking beef." Me neither, Cake, okay? She said, "Man, I'm hoping that the gangsta get an office suite." Oh my God. "They won't give me recognition, but they watch the feed." Just talked about that. "We gonna kick in all the doors if they gatekeep all that." Wait.
We gonna kick in all the doors if they gatekeep all the access.
Okay, what she said. And I'm gonna just pause right there, because I gotta go back. They won't give me recognition, but they watch the feed. So I spoke about your experience specifically, where, like I said, Cake, between dropping the freestyles every week, she was on top of it. Shows, just your pen game, you're constantly honing in on your craft and getting better. What do you think is gonna take, or are you even in the stage of looking for that recognition from your peers or the city?
No, I feel like I'm in a different space, because the following line, I say, "Don't need recognition, we just want a couple assets." Right? Like,
okay.
I'm in a different space where it's just like, I know what I need to be successful. And, as a teacher, I talk to my students all the time about advocating for themselves and advocating for what they need, and I can't just talk to them about it if I don't do it in my own life.
Come on.
So I was like, accolades, things like that, it is what it is. But as far as advocating for the things that I need for myself, for my community, I'm doing that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And I love the fact that you even said earlier that like your success is relative. It's what you determine to be successful in your eyes. Your goals, reaching what you need to feel like you've done what you needed to do. And like you said, a lot of times I don't care about your praise. Where's the assets, gang? I need that bread. I need something to come from this. You understand me? So I got into that same phase too. I feel like at one point, and I feel like we kind of went through that same phase together, where we were a little angry, a little bitter, upset about the fact that we knew we worked hard, but a lot of times our peers in our city did not want to recognize the work that we put in. But as long as you come to that resolve, that damn drip got me that time. As long as you come to that resolve, there's nothing that can literally stop you. And I think being an educator does hold a level of like accountability, because if I'm teaching my babies this, who am I to not live by what I'm teaching these babies?
Right. Advocating for myself and determining what something means for me. But you know what it is? Like, I feel like that frustration comes out of the fact that, like, community building, it's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to be about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as somebody and even now, anybody who knows me knows that I'm big on community building. Like,
absolutely. But
actually the community. You know what I mean?
The actual community.
Like,
not just the friends or the people I'm cool with, but the whole community.
Yeah, I'm big on community building. So it's just like coming into a space and the landscape is different than just wanting to create space and community. I'm not used to something like that. So when you're doing what you feel like is innate to you, which is community building, and like doors, opportunities, things are being closed, it is frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like everybody needs to be seeing the bigger picture.
Absolutely.
And it's like, okay, maybe I'm on a different page. But then you learn to pivot, right? Because regardless of whether you get the things that you need, you're still an example. Like, there's still people watching you. There's still people rooting for you. So it's like you have to determine what's most important to you. And how to make sure that you're doing the best that you can for the people who you inspire.
That's actually true. So it's more about catering to the people who already support you rather than trying to adjust yourself for those people who probably won't pay attention even when you do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I get it. Now let me go on to these last couple bars and then we're gonna have some real talk, okay? Because I love chatting up with Cake, okay? So let's go down. And she did say, "Don't need recognition, we just want a couple assets. If you cross me crazy, then we leaking out your address." God damn it. Talking about a up, bitch. It's only past tense. Like, we're not gonna give you that shine right now. Absolutely not. And I'm gonna just stop right there because then it goes back into the pre-hook and then the hook. I love those 3 bars because I think those are the principles I live by on a daily basis, okay? I'm cool until you cross me.
Yeah, don't play with me.
And then when you cross me, you can't be mad at the level of petty I'm gonna get to. Your address might get leaked. Just
And the thing is like, you know, people forget that I said and we run the city, this is my city, you just live here. You know what I mean? Like, when you grow up in Boston, like, we are very much connected.
Absolutely.
All throughout the city. We know somebody who knows somebody. Play around and find out if you want to. But I ended it with, like, talking about an odd bitch is only in the past tense, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm in a good space right now.
I know that's right.
You know?
I know that's right. I'm glowing, okay?
I'm in a good space right now. I'm feeling great. I'm being nice these days. People can attest to that.
Absolutely, she is.
If you know me, I've been very nice these days.
So nice, okay?
Okay? But, so yeah, like, talking about an odd bitch is only in the past tense. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have no ops at the moment.
I know that's right. Ain't no smoke, ain't no beef. It's all love.
All at the moment.
She said, let me correct that. At the moment.
You just never know.
Right, people love switching it up.
You really never know. You know, but...
And don't think just because it's love, it's going to remain love. You feel me? Don't do nothing to mess that up. Don't do nothing to mess that up. Okay, I'll take that. But let's talk about how petty it can get if they do try it. I've seen it, but maybe you should let the rest of the world know.
I may have ran down a time or two in my life as an artist. I have grown. I have matured.
Yes, she has. She has.
I've grown, matured, and made amends.
Amen. I'm so here for that. But you know, I'm still going to live in that moment, though. I'm still going to live there. I'm here for the growth. But let me live in this moment for just a little bit, though. Because what I do appreciate about you, Cake, and I think that's the reason why we connected, I've never seen Cake go out of character for something that was unwarranted, right?
Yes,
She's definitely a person that has given people chance after chance after chance, and if you fuck it up for that last chance, it's a wrap at that point.
I will say, like, most people who, if you know me, or even if you don't know me, you know that I'm goofy, I like to play around. Like, I like to have a good time. That's like that's my energy 99.9% of the time. But sometimes people take it too far.
Too far. And
then I just have to turn into a Roxbury nigga.
I love it. It's a whole gender change and everything. Now I'm a Roxbury nigga.
Literally. Okay.
I also seen you do it on the professional side, right?
Yeah.
So I remember way back, because I'm always bring this up every time you sit next to me, way back when Vonnie Allen Poe, poor thing, he decided to start a rap beef with good old Cakeswagg. And Cake did the back-to-back before Drake. There, I said it. Cake started this before Drake did it, before this whole Kendrick thing. I never forget, Cake dropped a response to his diss and then followed up with another one and a dope visual to go with it, to the point where I don't think I heard Vonnie make any more music afterwards. Sorry, Vonnie.
And it's so crazy because when Kendrick was like, how many stocks do I really got in stock? Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. I was thinking about it. I was like, you dropped 2, I dropped 4. You dropped 4, I dropped 6. You dropped, like, I was just like, because it was
This is Cake.
I was in a space where I was freestyling all the time at that time. So, like, if I had to drop like a 2-4 minute diss track, it was like very easy.
It was like literal aerobics for her. It's just like lyrical aerobics. She's just like, let me flex on y'all for a couple songs and ruin this whole man's career while I'm at it. I'm gonna say it for her because she's never said it, but Vonnie, I ain't heard no music from you since. God damn it. I'm about to restart a beef. I'm about to restart it.
I'm over here trying to be
like I've grown. I'm not doing this.
Like I'm running for office.
I'm gonna bring out the petty every time. You understand me?
I'm over here like you know how
you gotta do the politician hands. The politician hands.
You know, like when people like go on shows to plead their case.
Yes, I'm good.
About why you should vote for them for office. Like yes, that behavior of mine.
That was in the past.
You know, Cause that's how they be.
I'm gonna bring up the receipts. Okay.
Be like, you know, that was a different time in my life, but now, as I'm moving forward, with things, my goal is positivity.
Absolutely, we're gonna move forward
to connect
the community.
Those tracks, that's how I'm trying to be right now.
those tracks, they happened. Let's forget about it. All right. I'll let you grow, Cake. All right.
Thank you.
But no, I feel like I can chop it up with you all day long. And I'll say it for the millionth time. I'm so proud of the progress, the growth. She has grown. As much trash as I've talked, she has absolutely grown.
But this is what happens when you don't catch up with your people's for mad long. There's just mad phases in your life that you gotta cover.
Yes.
You know?
We gotta get through.
Last time we spoke, or actually last time we was together.
Yes, this is what had happened. So where are we at now? But no, the growth throughout your career, even through your bars, like I'm excited for the world to see all the different facets of who you are, the grown up, thugged out Cakeswagg, but she still got a soft side. Don't let it fool you, okay? Let us know what's coming up next. You got so much going on.
Yes. So by the time this comes out, Shots Fired will be out. I'm dropping my album.
Yes, it's time.
It's called Michelin Star.
Come on, Michelin Star, because we're not Gold Star, we're not 5-star, it's Michelin, okay?
So if you like Shots Fired, if you like Big Plays, if you like Bad Bitch Link Up, there's a lot more of that and some extra on there. I got in my melodic bag.
Come on.
Yeah.
Because Kate got low vocals, don't let her fool you. She got low vocals going on, I'm just saying.
Yeah, so no. I did some of that, but Michelin Star is really like a testament to that growth.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the elevated version of Cakeology Volume 1 or Candy Cake Season. So I worked on it. I've been baking this project for about 2 years, really just going in and refining every single record that's on it. There's so much thought, so much time that went into every single song.
Yes.
It really is. I crafted the project to be played in the order that it's in.
Okay. Artistry, they don't do it like that no more. Actually putting thought even into the song placement, telling a full story through your project. Thank you. They don't make them like you no more, Cake. They don't make them like you.
It's 14 tracks,
yes.
So it's an old school LP where we got, some length on it.
Yes, an actual album. Guys, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for it.
And the release party is gonna be at Sonia on August 30th.
Do I have, or does Insidethemaze have their exclusive invite?
Of course.
We better. You already know we front row anyway, okay? All right, and let the people know, because I feel like at this point, y'all should know Cakeswagg. Like, what are we even talking about? But there might be some people under rocks and things that don't know who you are. Let them know where they can find you, child.
Okay, you can find me on all social media platforms and streaming platforms, because we need you to stream our music as artists here. At Cakeswagg with 2 G's.
Literally, she's so quick and to the point that I was waiting for a whole long explanation. She's like, period, done. And that's one thing, I'm glad you mentioned that, the streaming part. That is one thing people can do to support you, don't even realize it. Some days I literally will put a good artist, I've done it for Cake songs. You put a song on repeat all day, and even if you're not listening to it, just turn the volume down, but they're getting those streams. That's an easy way to support that costs you no money. I just gave you a little gem. I'm just saying. But it helps. So do your part. Go to this woman's platform and get the music. It's good. And it's all over. It's like you can play Thank You Black Girl for the little girls and the mamas out there. Or you can get this Shots Fired energy. You feel me? It's on
your vibe.
Exactly. It all depends. But I love that about you and your artistry, because you show exactly who you are through your music, every facet of it.
Thank you. That's
keep
what
doing
I
it,
try
sis.
to do.
Keep doing it.
Appreciate you.
Listen, that's my boo. I love her. Anyway, man, I can smooch it up with Cake all day, but y'all gotta get out of here, and so do I. So make sure you follow me on everything, Ms. Mofilla. Make sure you follow my website, MsMofilla.com, so you can keep track of everything that I do. And then while you're at it, get on over to Insidethemaze. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell right underneath this video, so you can keep track of everything that we're doing here, man. It's the Critical Breakdown, Ms. Mofilla, the one and only Cakeswagg, man. Peace out.
Say you happy for me.